Hello everyone, it's Donna, and I'm going to do another little add-on video for the ripple stitch in Embird. I was playing around and just came up with this, and it's kind of to add on or expand, I guess, from yesterday. And I think this is going to give some really good results. So um, let's insert an object from the library, and for this one let's just do the heart. Okay, and we're going to get rid of this outer thing and the blue. Actually, I'm going to change the color, and whoops, let's use ruby glint. It's actually a pretty thread. And if I generate this, it's going to be a fill stitch. So what I want to do is I'm going to come up here and I'm going to say convert and outline from fill, and I'll generate the stitches here, and then we're just going to get rid of the actual fill stitch. So right now we have our heart, and we can resize this, and I'm taking it back to the normal view so that we can kind of get a grip on the size of it. I think this is a 5x7 hoop or something, but we're just playing right now. So we're going to generate the stitches, and okay, it doesn't, this view doesn't always look good when you zoom out some. So anyway, so what I want to do is go into the transform and then the transformation window, and you're going to hit the little resize icon, and you'll see right now that this is a 107.4 millimeters by 92.6 millimeter. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring this in, and let's drop this down to say 103. Hit the green and then say apply to duplicate, and you'll see that it's come in some. Okay, so we're going to do the 103, and we'll take 4 off of it and make 99. Apply to duplicate. Okay, and then we'll take 4 off, 95. Apply to duplicate. Do it again. Apply to duplicate, and you can see it's coming in. Now we'll do a few more. Okay, so we have all of these. Let's go ahead and do the generate stitches, and that's kind of what they are. So you can see this part right here is going to the same, basically the same area. It's not dropping as much as, say, on the side or everything, but we did shorten it down by 4 millimeters in the width every single time. Now, so that in and of itself sort of kind of looks like a ripple design. You could also, you could edit these and actually, I mean, you would have to like redo this part. I thought it was just regular node. Oh wait, I know how to do it. Never mind. We'll cancel this. And we will put the start point here on every single one of these. And that'll let me do what I want to on the others. And I'm actually going to take this into normal, and we'll just walk our way back. Start point. Right click and put the start point. Generate. Next one out. Left or right click, edit. Hit this node, right click, start point. Generate stitches. Edit. Start point. Generate stitches. Edit. Start point here. Generate your stitches. And edit this one. And start point here. Generate stitches. Now, if I want all of these to line up, all I would have to do, get out of here, is this, edit, and then I could bring that down. This, edit. I don't know how this is going to look, so this is just kind of playing. It might not look good. I'm having to click out of the area so it kind of unselects the last one. So, and I mean, if you wanted to be perfect on this, you would be like straightening this up a little bit. But just for this demonstration, this is how we're doing it. And you can tell, I mean, you would want to straighten this up to where it looks more. But generate them all. And you can see how it's starting to get some of that ripple effect in there. Okay, so you can play with this, with the stars, with any of the built-in shapes that they have, the circles, the crosses, things like that, or any of the clip art that you're using to digitize. And this is a way that you can sort of kind of get some ripple effect in there. So actually what we're going to do is we're actually going to delete these now, and I'm going to try to do something else here. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but we're going to try. We're just going to try to do a little overlapping, not sorry about this. You get to see my true drawing abilities right here because I have none. But we're just going to play around a little bit, and we're going to see if we can make some really cool shapes here. So we're going to try to get one in here. It probably isn't going to work. Well, maybe not the best, but anyway, so you'll get the drift. This is what it's going to look like. So we're actually going to do this transformation again too. So this is 105. Let's drop this down to 101. Apply to duplicate, and then drop it 4 to 97. Apply to duplicate, 93. Apply to duplicate, and you can see how some of these it's going to look more of that rippled effect. And I'm sure if you had, something better or something to follow, that you could actually, make some pretty cool type of designs with this. So, but this is just me off the top of my cuff, off the, just sitting down and playing, and I came up with this method, and so far I think it's looking pretty good. So let's, let's generate these. You're looking at it in 3D, and you can see how it's getting more and more of that rippled effect in there. So I would just say, play around maybe with this method, and I'm sure you could probably come up with your own. And I would like to hear if you do, what they end up looking like. So, anyway, that's it for today. I hope you liked this one. And yesterday's video had me thinking last night and this morning, and I was like, "There's got to be a better way." So I tried the heart thing and figured I would show you what I discovered thus far. We will talk to you later. Bye.